Alright guys, I'm here with a bit of information for Dragon Ball Legends. So, much like what happened last year during the 3rd anniversary, this year we are also getting more free-to-play Frieza Force units. Last year, it was the Apul Squad, but this time around, it's going to be the Raspberry Squad. And I really don't know why they made us wait a year just to give us more goons, but hey, I'm not complaining, they're free-to-play units. But again, we have all sorts of gameplay concerning these units thanks to the official Dragon Ball Legends Twitter accounts. So with that being said, let's take a look.
Eat this! That's how all upstart punks should end up. Swiss cheese! Eat this! Ha! Trash! Take the pin cushion! Eat this! That's how all upstart punks should end up. Eat this! Who is this alien? Looks weird.
So now that we've seen what they can do, let's break it down. Starting off with Raspberry, it says, Raspberry is coming. Raspberry is a blast specialist with abilities that buff his blast arts and a special that changes strike arts to blast arts. He gets 1 Dragon Ball when entering the battlefield twice, and buffs allies when an ally uses Rising Rush 2. Okay, that's definitely, like, on paper, that actually sounds pretty good. Like, note that when the Apul Squad dropped last year, some of them were bad, but some of them were actually surprisingly good, right? And with Raspberry and his abilities, they sound good on paper. Again, you get a Dragon Ball twice, when he enters the battlefield twice, which is good, right? So you can take advantage of that and try to farm Rising Rush again, especially if you kind of hold him like in the back. And not only that, he buffs your team when you use Rising Rush, which is good. But it says when an ally uses Rising Rush. So I guess when it comes down to Raspberry, you're not really gonna want to use him for Rising Rush, which is weird, but I digress. And not only that, a bit of extra details are the fact that Raspberry is a red unit. So yeah, and again, I expect all of these units to be EXs as well. There's no way in the world they're gonna be Sparkings because the Apul Squad, they weren't Sparkings, they were EXs. So I'm hoping that at the very least, they'll be able to hold their own because the Apul Squad did for a little while. Anyway, moving on, we have Naval. So it says, Naval is coming. Boosts damage inflicted by allies when switched to standby and restores allies' health, plus gives damage up when defeated. Special cancels allies' attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and gets a buff to offense when an ally is defeated. So this is actually kind of strange. This unit sounds more so like you can use him as a sacrificial unit, but also you kind of want to have him in the battle at the same time. It's kind of weird. So I guess depending on your playstyle or depending on, how you formed your Frieza Force team will determine how you use Naval. But still being able to boost damage inflicted by allies when switched to standby and restoring allies' health, and plus giving damage up when defeated, like all of that is good. I think what we'd have to figure out is how much of a damage up boost does he give when he's defeated. So I hope it's a respective boost, because if it's not, then that will be an absolute yikes. And again, attribute downgrades and abnormal conditions, and gets a buff on offense when the ally is defeated. Again, he gets buffs, but I don't know. Like it seems like it could be better, but we'll have to wait and see. And of course, a bit of extra details, Naval will be a green unit, so there is also that. Okay, moving on, we have Monre. So it says, Monre is coming. Main inflicts all enemies with substitution counts and more. Nullifies unfavorable element factors for damage sustained and reduces damage received when changing cover. Gets stronger while on the battlefield and has an endurance effect. Okay, Monre actually sounds really good. So again, his main inflicts enemies with sub counts and more, which is good because you want to make sure that you can keep your enemy from swapping out as often as possible. And if that means that you're able to raise their sub count, that's good. I mean, what would be better is trapping in, but again, raising their sub count, that works just as well. And then of course, nullifying unfavorable element factors for damage sustained and reduced damage received when he's changing cover is great, which means that, well, I mean, the only example it could be, which also go into the extra details, Monre is a yellow unit, which means that when you throw him in against a red unit, he's going to be taking neutral damage while he's, you know, still within the midst of that combo, which is great. And plus it reduces the damage that you take in the process, which is also good. And then of course, having endurance is amazing. Like, that ability will never ever be bad. So he can be rising rush fodder, or he could potentially pull the clutch for, you know, a battle that's dragging on forever, for example. Okay, and now we have Gupray. So it says Gupray's, oh, well, it actually said his extra details first. So just know that Gupray's element factor is purple. But it says Gupray is coming, damage inflicted up and damage received down against tag Saiyan or tag powerful opponent. Main ability greatly shortened substitution counts for tag minion or tag event exclusive. This melee character is effective against many tags. Now, let's be honest. Like, this unit is not doing anything to Saiyans right now. Saiyans are all the way on top of the world right now. I mean, bro, they got Dragon Fist Goku. They have Ultra Vegito. Like, there is no way this unit is standing a chance against Saiyans, regardless of what he can do, unless, like, the boost is unbelievably high. There is no way this unit is going to be doing anything to any Saiyans anytime soon. Powerful opponent, maybe, but Saiyans, no way in the world. His main ability greatly shortened substitution counts for a tag minion or a tag event exclusive, which is good. So it'll allow you to be able to get your units in faster if you're using minions or event exclusive units. But that's really it. I mean, it's, again, this is another one of the units that sounds good on paper, but in actual execution may not work out that well. And honestly, it's not really because of, like, his kit entirely, but more so that we have a ton of Saiyans in the game that are just way too prevalent, and their abilities are just so good that it's like, I don't see the damage inflicted up and damage received down against, like, Saiyans to do anything right now, because Saiyans have too many powerful units. So I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. They could definitely show us something entirely different with this unit, and he could actually go crazy against the likes of Ultra Super Vegito. Could you imagine? But something's telling me that's more than likely not going to be the case. But I mean, who knows? Anything can happen. And I kid you not, literally right as I was ending the video, the Dragon Ball Legends Twitter accounts announced what I guess the unit for the cryptic message was, right? And this is actually kind of weird, because normally it would actually be like a brand new unit, but this time it was a cryptic message towards a Zenkai unit, and that Zenkai unit is going to be none other than Zenkai EX Evil BUU. Oh my goodness. And you guys already know how I feel about this unit. This unit was a monster when he released. Like, 100% destroyed darn near everybody online. Like, he was insane. And I've been saying for the longest time, if he gets a Zenkai, I will actually fear for my life. And he's finally getting one. Oh my god. But this is definitely one EX Zenkai I absolutely want to get. But let's break it down. So it says, Majin Buu Pure Evil's Zenkai Awakening is coming. Awaken to excel at abnormal conditions. Land a special move or strike blast after using special to inflict strong poison. Main deals paralyze. Damage up versus enemies with poison, strong poison, or paralyze. So this unit is now going to be able to sabotage your, the opponent's team, and in doing so, deal extra damage against units who are poisoned, strongly poisoned, or paralyzed. So that's going to be very, very interesting. But honestly speaking, I mean, adding, like status ailments is definitely good. It can help you out in the long run, especially with it being poison, which will, whittle away at your opponent's health bit by bit, or paralyze them, which could completely screw them up for like being able to act. But what I'm really curious about is how hard is his special move gonna hit? That's the most important thing, because again, you guys know this unit's special move was devastating. Like, if you got hit by it, you know, like you knew you were dead. So the fact that he's getting a Zenkai, I want to know how hard his special move is going to hit. That's the most important thing. And not only that, it's also kind of strange that we're getting another Zenkai, which I'm pretty sure he's literally gonna be like, what, blue and regen? There's no way that he's not. If he's blue and powerful opponent, I will genuinely be surprised, but he should be blue and regen because of the fact that, you know, Kid BUU just got his unique equipment. So you could pair them up together, and I mean, heck, for all you know, you could probably run this unit over Kid BUU for all you know. Like, it could be possible, right? But I mean, worst case scenario, obviously you can have this unit as a bench unit for Kid BUU, but yeah, at the very least though, Kid BUU should be getting a guaranteed Zenkai buff, because if it's not blue and regen, then it's definitely blue and powerful opponent, and Kid BUU fits both of those tags, so that should be an issue. But this is, wow, I can't believe this is actually happening. Evil BUU is also getting a Zenkai, and I cannot wait to see how powerful this unit will be on PvP. But I do want to know what you guys think about all of this information in the comment section below. But with that being said, I'm Ndukauba, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.